Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we'll be taking a look at 5 heroes who stand to be absolutely sick for Season 6. Placement matches are nearly upon us and we thought it would be a good idea to highlight some of the biggest winners from the latest rounds of balance adjustments. Now keep in mind this list is going to be made up of heroes who have had changes go through to live, so we have to keep Diva and Lord Empress Mercy to one side as their changes haven't gone through from the PTR yet. Suffice to say we definitely think Mercy would be on this list if she was made live how she currently is on the PTR. Come to think of it, all 5 slots would probably be Mercy too. She's that good. Her ultimate is effectively like giving Genji's sword the ability to also resurrect teammates. There's a few things to keep in mind about Season 6. Dive has more legitimate answers now than it ever has had, and a result of that is that slow, defensive, and barrier comps are making a big return. Oblique mobility and target selection will work well on maps and points where trading kills works due to respawn advantage, just as it did in the dive meta. The recent buffs alongside the addition of Doomfist make the stable old school death comp have some serious fortitude once again. Also, because the overall playstyle will slow down in Season 6, heroes that facilitate a methodical approach or that provide excellent ultimate combo wipe value have become stronger, as they'll likely be required to dislodge some of the powerful static defense that'll be good in Season 6. Right, enough talk. List time. Doomfist. Doomfist is a great hero in the right situations for Season 6, because of the effect he has on other, more established, stable heroes. I've called him a catalyst hero before, and when he's played well, a circular counter-picking game commences. He's especially good against a hero like Soldier, who's used to being able to take fights when he wanted, evade and reposition when he wanted, and be a devastating threat from off angles and high ground. Doomfist's mobility and lethality really disrupts that, and can make Soldier's sustained damage seem ineffectual. Additionally, on maps that are up close, with plenty of walls to smash people into, Doomfist can make really short work of Genji, Tracer, and Sombra to name but a few. Insta-wrecking popular hero picks with Doomfist will be very effective in Season 6. Plus he has that ult combo value to bring out whenever he hears the burly Russian lady shout "Fire at will." At some point Zarya needs a voice line "Welcome to the Space Jam." Junkrat. Let's all just take a moment to consider a world where picking Junkrat isn't seen as a throw in most situations. Junkrat's buffs have slid under the radar a little bit, and they've been quite substantial. He's no longer vulnerable when people aggress onto him. In fact, many heroes should be afraid of the Rat's double mine insta-kill at close range, particularly in the Doomfist matchup. Junkrat wants you to try and get close to him. Nice trap you've walked into, Doomfist. Eat these grenades, mate. That goes for dive tanks too. Oh, hi, Winston. Bye, Winston! His mines are amazing, not only for their insta-kill potential, they also provide Junkrat with mobility options he's never had before. Junkrat's range damage is all about spam from an unexpected angle that you can't immediately get to shut it down. The double mine helps tremendously there. If leveraged properly, his damage can be oppressive, and considering how trolly he was considered before, we don't think it will take too long for people to call his double mine and spam damage a smidge overpowered. Arisa. Arisa. Finally a main tank, but perhaps too good? Don't underestimate her shield in this slower meta. Not only is it one of the best barriers in the game, but she herself provides some of the best barrier break options in the game. This could put Arisa in a similar position to Rhine from metas past, where a mirror pick was also the best option to countering something. Her damage is improved, and Halt might really come into its own, as it's actually really sick in combination with heroes like Doomfist and Junkrat, who can readily throw their damage into the mini-grav. Powerful teamfight ults are key this meta, and Bongo ranks as quite good, especially to quickly break the enemy's shield or comboed with another ult such as High Noon, all from the safety of being behind her massive shield. She's much improved in the poke at the choke game as well, and that part of the game will be more prominent in this new season, so she's a good option overall. Turns out it doesn't matter how big your head hitbox is, if your shield is bigger. Zarya. Here's the thing, improved spam damage and a slower pace make Zarya players think of one thing and one thing only. Imagine the charge I can build and maintain. Longer fights, more charge, more grabs. Graviton is one of the best set piece ults in the entire game, and as ult combos are set to be even more important in the coming season, that means Grav is even more relevant than it was before, as on so many points it may feel required to win a team fight. There's so many heroes that got improved that can take advantage of the inescapable Graviton, its potency is even greater. She's going to be best paired with heroes that can brawl, so Rhine or Winston for example. Doomfist almost requires her shields to aggress. Against powerful ults, bubbles can be key in denying big bursts of damage. Zarya's gonna be good, trust fam. Ana. We've made many videos espousing the sheer power latent in Ana's kit. Well, some meta shifts have made that value arguably easier to leverage in Season 6. Firstly, like we said at the beginning, the game will slow down because of the legit answers to dive. This is good for Ana. Winston D.Va made her job harder than other healers. Winston bubbles would block her from being able to support her teammates if placed in between her and them, and likewise, Defense Matrix could swallow up Ana's healing shots or sleep darts with relative ease. With that playstyle answerable now, she can get more room to excel. When the game slows down, it's going to present opportunities for her burst healing to really shine, especially in the apocalyptic poke wars of attrition. She's also excellent at healing trash damage that will likely occur because of improved spam damage heroes like Junkrat and Arisa. She'll be able to build nano quick in this environment, which is good because it will be needed to set up those ult wipe scenarios that we think are much more important in the coming season. Farah. If you're keeping track, this is actually the 6th hero on this list, but due to some unfortunate family issues I'd rather not talk about, I actually have 6 fingers on one hand, so I miscounted. It's an easy mistake to make. We'll just go with it then, shall we? If the mercy changes go through, Farah will be insane. But even without them, Farah is looking good, as she's strong against Junkrat and Doomfist and even Zarya, as she can't protect her teammates from the damage nearly as well as a D.Va or Winston, nor harass Farah like they can. Luckily for the meta, this type of circular counterpicking game should keep variety high, at least on maps that allow for these heroes to work. Junkrat and Doomfist are incredibly strong. Farah counters them, and in turn will likely draw counters from the enemy, keeping the wheel turning. How many times in a typical matchmaking game do you hear, "I need healing"? Well, chances are, you'll hear, "We need something to deal with that Farah" almost as often in Season 6. Unlucky heroes. Now, because the meta is changing in a deeper way, there are some heroes who haven't won the game of meta musical chairs, and they're as follows. Genji. For those of you who are sick of Genji asking for healing, you'll like this meta, as Genji won't be able to nag you for support because he's already dead. McCree, Junkrat, and most of all Doomfist have seen big improvements. All of them have abilities that you can land while Genji is reflecting. Against Deathball, you might be tempted to build up for Nano Blade Team White, but with so many good crowd control options as well as Zarya's beam and bubbles, Genji is in a rough space for Season 6. D.Va and Winston. Dive tanks D.Va and Winston are still good at their jobs, but that's about it. Whereas in Season 5 you could pick them almost all of the time, they have much bigger punishes in tight rooms and shallow lanes, where Zarya, Rhine, Arisa, and possibly even Hog may see use. Speaking of Hog, he's a bit of an odd one. Hog would be really good if his hook cooldown was a bit better. Unfortunately, it's 8 seconds, just like Zarya's allied barrier. Also, he's not too good versus Arisa's barrier, nor her improved primary fire. Sure, he's tankier now, but Zarya already had tanky abilities. The only benefit to Hog is ranged crowd control, his unique kit item. That would have been nice to see in Season 5 when dive was everywhere, but if you see it now, Hog can shut it down. Or his classic shield break into hook into man advantage may still win fights, but with the punishing cooldown of 8 seconds, Doomfist still just seems to be stronger for fight initiation. Honourable mentions. Quickly before we go, a shout out to a few heroes that didn't make the list. Mei is a hero who directly benefits from a slower meta. She eats up death balls by splitting them with ice walls, she can shut down sightlines, and her ultimate remains absolutely sick. It's actually even better versus immobile comps who can't run away before they freeze. Hey everybody, chill! Lucio. Lucio's never die. Speed boost gets you past chokes, his healing versus spam is insane as well, sound barrier is sick. What's this? Your Overwatch praises Lucio? In other news, water is wet. Soldier is the everyman DPS pick, and you'll need something to shoot Farah. Nano sights will be even better if D.Va's defense matrix is indeed nerfed. Reaper can shift out to save himself from certain death when Doomfist punches him towards a wall. He's good in a set engagement brawl as well as in big ult fights, though others mentioned here are probably better most of the time. Triple tank could likely return in this meta, and Reaper will be a solid answer if that's the case. Is that everyone? No, but nearly so. It's almost like the game is complicated or something. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of us again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter, so you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,